Hello, it is Heather from The Reading Mama, and today I'm going to give you a little update in my journal, and hopefully I'm coming to you on the other side of an endoscopy that I had on Monday. So hopefully all that went well. If you want more information, ask below. I'll give you details, but I'm going to flip this around and show you how my reading journaling is going and kind of walk you through it and talk about it. So all right, I got a cheap journal from Hobby Lobby. If you remember, you can see, I'll try to pin my January update, and I knew that the binding would start breaking because, yeah, it's getting thick. I'm only not even halfway through the year. So let's start at the beginning. So I have my list of things that I'm doing for YouTube there, just on that. Here are my goals. So to journal monthly, and I'm doing okay with that. My author of the year, George McDonald, a little less okay. 50 physical TBR, doing okay. Bedtime stories, not doing hot. We read other times, but we have not been, it's not been going well. I have been doing my one nonfiction per month. Here is where I'm writing my physical TBR, and then I color it by genre. Let's see here. I'm doing okay. I think this page is 50. I don't know. I didn't count it, but I have 100 total. So I'm doing okay for it being the end of April. Then I have my George McDonald, who's my author of the year. And as I finish a book, I'm actually reading this right now. Then I put in there, here's my list of ones that I want to get to. This is a Rudy page because I didn't know what I was going to do there. So I'm not sure what'll go there, but for now it's just pretty. Here are my totals. I think next year I'll put this at the end of my book. I don't know. I ended up not counting pages because I don't do Goodreads or anything like that. So I don't care how many page numbers. I thought it would be fun originally, but no, not so much. And also, yeah, this number is absurd right here. So I have that going on. My A to Z challenge, I'm doing really, really well. So I have my, some of them planned out, which ones I want to do. I'm not sure what to do for K, Q, X, Y, Z, O, or U. So we'll see if I get to those throughout the year. Reading around the world, I have been reading so much fantasy that, yeah, this is not getting colored in very well. Read Your Bookshelf Challenge is doing really well. This is from Chantel, reads all day. And then this is Alma's Journey Through Time. These are the two main challenges I'm really focusing on this year. And so those are right there. And those are going pretty well. Then I have my personal challenge for the year, which is Perfect Pairings. So I have here where I'm doing fiction and nonfiction. And then on this side, I have by age level. So either kids or YA, and then an adult version. And I just write it in bold once I finish it. And try to add the picture here. Here, I've been adding the picture and then writing it down here. I don't know, just doing different things. This is for Chantel's Indie Book Club Challenge. I ended up DNFing that one, and I am reading a different book by that author for this month, so we'll see how that goes. Trope Bingo, doing okay. Not sure, I mean, I like the idea of it, and it looks really pretty, but I don't know how to write in what books I'm reading, and so I'm just penciling them in right now. I still have several to go here. So Lost Air Quest, Chosen One, Love Triangle, Marriage of Convenience, Libraries. Yeah, that's it. So it's not bad. This is my mother's education, and I redid this page if you saw my first video to make it better reflect how I'm doing it. And so I've just got books that I want to read, and then I'm checking them off as I finish them. I already read 100 books for the year, so this is already done. This was just kind of, I just wanted to see like a visual representation, and you can definitely tell it is very audio heavy, and less digital copies. And then it was also fiction heavy with very few nonfiction. I don't know, that's probably hard to see the silver on here, but it was just, I wanted a visual representation. I know I'm writing this down other places, but I just wanted to see it. And then I'm tracking my genres, and clearly need to find a different way to do this because fantasy is already in a double bar here, and it's gone insane. And then here I'll put the best of the year for each one of those. And then here I have my books read graph, and I actually ended up adding extra lines in for this month because I was running out of room on both of these months, or these 3 months. So I added more lines to I made it up to here. And then I have my classics. So here I have ones I finished. Here are ones I'm currently working on. And then my King Arthur, I'm highlighting them as I finish them. This is just a fun challenge, if you want to call it a challenge. I don't know. We're doing Middle Ages, and I was like, I want to read more King Arthur. And so I'm almost finished with that, so I went ahead and marked it off because it made me happy. And then I'll be working through these different versions, and I'll be adding pictures as I finish them. And then here is my reading log, which I had to add a flip out page because I had so many. I have my January, which I think I shared in my January one. My February, I try to put a list because it helps me keep track. And then I have what I bought. I've been trying to track what I buy every month. And then library. And then I put reviews. And I think my January ones are my favorite. These little wooden frames. I didn't love doing it this way. I'm not great about recording it. And as you can see in middle grade here, I put middle grade March. Here's all middle grade books I read. Here's the other books I read. Books I loved, books I liked, books I DNF'd, books I bought, and books I did not enjoy. And then my best books of the month. And then here is this month going on. All the books I've read this month. These are all the books I bought this month, which is why I said that number's insane. But if you notice, anything that is in blue or yellow is a school book, and anything that's in brown, okay, not everything, but most of the things in brown, I actually ended up getting as a free book when I did my thrift books order with our school books. So it wasn't as bad as it looks, but it's pretty bad. There's my Happy Readathon and Spring into Classics and my poetry challenge, and then all the books I read. Then I have May set up. I'm going to put any books I buy here, and I am limiting myself to this space. I actually have just one set of books that I'm going to buy that I know of. So, and then DNF spot, I'm going to do the hike-a-thon, and then I have space to write down as I finish books, and then I'll figure out how I want to space it out. And then those are my other monthly pages. So I jumped to my Sanderlanche. I'm really hoping to be able to mark off Warbreaker soon. Then my pre-reads for school, lots of space there. Modern women favorite authors. So we have Ellen McGinty, Erin Phillips, Victoria McComb, Robin Hobb, Tessa Afshar, Nadine Brandeis, and I'm going to add Kate Stradling in here. I'm trying to read these authors to 0. So that's really what's going on there. My series tracker needs some help. Here are street teams that I am part of, and so I am going to be writing synopsis of the book for Hunter So Because It's Done, and Carebos. I am so excited to be part of the street teams for that, and so I'm going to be writing down the different challenges. I'm part of the Wayfinders, so I'm not really sure what that means, but it's finding the ways. So yeah. Then I have just like some note pages there that I need to take care of, and I'm getting ready for summer challenges. So I have my summer challenge. I know I'm going to do Big Book Summer and summer bingo, and then I have some space for more summer challenges. And then that brings me to my TBRs, which are at the back, which I probably won't do that next year. And I have my TBRs all listed out, and I have a spot for each month. And then I have like little notes of like different ideas I want to do throughout. So that is what is going on in my journal. So that is my reading journal update. Let me know if you have any questions, tips. I would love to be better at it. Oh, I forgot to show this page. I must have skipped it. But my favorite books, as you can see so far, Pearl in the Sand is by Tessa Afshar is my favorite book of the year. But then I have 2 Erin Phillips books and an Ellen McGinty book on there. So we'll see how it goes for the rest of the year. But yeah, that's what's going on. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.